Welcome to this webinar about the integration of network video recorders, NVR, and cameras with Reyee gateway. My name is Byron Armendariz. I'm a Ecom Sales Engineer, and it's a pleasure for me to be here with you for this webinar. Before we begin, I would like you to confirm me if you can hear me clearly. Can you please confirm with the question panel if you can hear me clearly, please? Thank you for your confirmation. Now let's begin. Well, the integration of NVR and cameras with Reyee gateway offers several benefits that enhance the efficiency, scalability, and effectiveness of the surveillance and security systems. One of these benefits is a centralized management. With Reyee Cloud, you can centrally manage both the NVRs and cameras, and this simplifies the process of monitoring, updating, and maintaining the systems. Especially for large-scale deployment, it is very useful. Another benefit is the remote access and control. Users can access camera feed and NVRs remotely through Reyee Cloud, allowing for flexibility in surveillance and monitoring. This is particularly useful for managing multiple locations or for accessing the systems while on the go. And with the integration of the Reyee Cloud, this enables real-time alert and notifications, and this is very useful. Now let's see a practical demonstration of how to do the integration of NVR in cameras with Reyee gateway. First, we had to enter to the Reyee Cloud. We had to log in with our credential user. Now we had to select the project in which we want to integrate the NVR in the cameras. Here we have the project. Now we can see here the topology. Then we just had to look for the option client that is here. Now we had to select these options. I'm going to enlarge the screen in order that you can see better. Smart client. Then we had these options, the add NVR. We just had to click here and the add NVR. Or even if we go to this option, the NVR, we can see here that we already don't have any NVR. But if we go to the APC options, click here and add NVR. And first we had to agree the user agreement. Now we had to enter the IP address of the NVR. In this case, my NVR IP address is the 122.168.10.6. Then we had to select the vendor. In my case, it is Vision, and we had to enter the NVR user credential. And then we had to give a name for the NVR with which we want to identify the NVR using the Reyee cloud. I'm going to enter this name, NVR webinar. Now we have to select the switch type. We have these two options. The managed switch include the Reyee Smart CCTV switch or an unmanaged switch. I am using a managed switch, so I'm going to select these options. But we have these two options. If you have an unmanaged switch, or there's no problem, you can select this. Now we just have to click on Save and Detect. And that's it. We have already integrated the NVR to the Reyee cloud. So we can see here, the cameras has been already detected. And here we have the NVR. Here appear online, we can see the MAC address, and the NVR is connected to the port number 7 in my switch. Now we can enter to the NVR using virtual tunnel from anywhere and anytime, and that is a very good feature that the Reyee cloud has for us. So if you want to enter to the NVR using a virtual tunnel, it's very easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we had to look for these options, devices, and then not traversal. I'm going to enlarge my screen in order that you can see better. So devices and then not traversal. And as we can see here, not traversal allows an external network to access an internal network, and during a business trip when there is a need to remotely access a computer within the company, the network browser can be used to establish the connections. So you can use it to enter an internal device, whether it may be an NVR or any other devices in your internal network, and it is very useful. So in order to enter the NVR user virtual tunnel from anywhere, anytime, we just had to click here and add the tunnel. Now we have this box. In online client, sometimes the devices are detected, and sometimes it required 20 minutes or even a little bit more in order to be detected for some equipment such as the NVR. But we can enter a name for this tunnel directly. Here in the app name boxes, we can enter a name with which we want to identify this tunnel. I'm going to write NVR tunnel, and we have to select the uptime protocol. In this case, in order to enter the NVR via tunnel, virtual tunnel, we have to select the HTTP protocol. But we can see that there are a lot of the protocol more. So I'm going to select this HTTP protocol. And then we have to enter the IP address of the internal device. In this case, the NVR has this IP address, 122.168.110.6, and the port number is automatically filled. As you can see, if you change the uptime protocol, the port number is automatically filled. I'm going to leave the HTTP protocol that is more adequate for NVR tunnel. Now we just have to click on OK button, and the tunnel is created. As we can see here, the NVR tunnel has been already created. This has this outside host port with this IP address and this port number, and the inside host, as we can see, is this, the internal IP address of the NVR. The NVR tunnel has an expiration time of 3 hours, but if it has already expired, you can create a new tunnel anytime, whenever you want. Now, in order to enter to the NVR, we just had to do this. We can disable the tunnel and we can enable again, and the tunnel is created. Oh, we just had to type in this outside host and port number in a web browser, and you can enter via HTTP protocol. But now, as we can see here, the tunnel has been created successfully. You can click the button to open. And as we can appreciate, the web browser is automatically opened, and we can enter to our internal devices using virtual tunnel, and it is very easy to do, as we could appreciate. That's it. We have here the user interface or login interface of the NVR. And I'm going to enter. And I have already entered to my NVR using a virtual tunnel. As we can see here, I am going to enlarge my screen. We have this IP address and this phone number. And it's very easy to integrate an NVR and cameras using Reyee Gateway and Reyee Cloud, and even create a virtual tunnel to enter to our NVR or any other internal devices. Now I am going to show you how to do this using the Reyee app. Using your smartphone in the Reyee app is even easier to do. So I'm going to create my smartphone. Please allow me a few moments until I project my smartphone onto the screen. But first, I have to delete this because I am going to do this again, but using my Reyee app. So I'm going to delete the virtual tunnel. As you can see, it is very easy even to delete this. And now, if we go to clients, as for clients, we can see here the NVR, and we can delete this. Now I am going to show you how to do this, but using the Reyee applications in my smartphone. Now, if we go to the Reyee app, we have to enter to the project in which we want to integrate the NVR. And now, go to Scenario in the workspace and tap on CCTV. Then tap on NVR Login. We have to wait until the Add NVR button appeared. That's it. We have the Add NVR button here. Just tap on it. And we had to write to enter a name with which we want to identify the NVR using the Reyee cloud. And I'm going to write NVR webinar. Then we had to enter the internal IP address of the NVR. In this case, it is this. And the username and password of the NVR. And we had to select the vendor. In this case, it's Vision, and tap on Save button. It is loading. That's it. Here we have the NVR. The cameras are already detected. And as we can see here, the natural version option appear automatically. You can create a virtual tunnel directly using this natural version option. If we tap on this natural version, a virtual tunnel is created automatically. And we can use this virtual tunnel to enter to our NVR from anywhere. If we click on login, the web browser is open automatically with this IP address and port number of the virtual tunnel, and we can access to our internal devices, in this case the NVR, using this natural browser option. So we can appreciate the login interface of the NVR appear. I'm going to log in from here. And as we can appreciate, we can, I could access to my NVR using this virtual tunnel. Well, it's very easy to create virtual tunnel and to integrate the NVR using the Reyee cloud, as we can appreciate. Well, my dear attendees, and this brings us to the end of this webinar. Now, if you have any questions or comments, please write them in the question panel, and I will answer them, or maybe we will answer by email. Well, it is that everything's clear. It has been my pleasure to be here with you today in this webinar, and I wish you all a great day. Goodbye.